If your woman does this, leave her. John never thought he'd find himself in this place. At first, everything with Maya felt like a dream. She was charming, beautiful, full of life, the kind of woman who could light up any room she walked into. He thought he'd found the one. But over time, little cracks began to show. At first, John ignored them, brushing them off as misunderstandings or stress. But those cracks grew into wounds, and those wounds turned into scars he couldn't ignore anymore. The first thing he noticed was the gaslighting. Whenever he brought up something that hurt him, Maya would twist the story. If he said, "You promised you wouldn't do that," she'd smile sweetly and reply, "I never said that. You're remembering wrong." He'd walk away doubting himself, questioning his memory, questioning his sanity. Slowly, he stopped trusting his own thoughts. That was the trap. She wanted him unsure, so she could always be in control. Then came the disregard for boundaries. John worked long hours and sometimes needed space to breathe, to recharge. But Maya couldn't stand it. If he asked for alone time, she'd guilt trip him, accuse him of not loving her enough, or worse. She'd show up uninvited, acting like his needs didn't matter. Boundaries weren't lines to her. They were obstacles she enjoyed crossing. Every time John gave in, he felt a little piece of himself slipping away. The third red flag was her constant victim act. No matter what happened, Maya found a way to turn the tables. If she lied, it was because John made her feel insecure. If she snapped, it was because he didn't love her the right way. She wore her victimhood like armor, shielding herself from responsibility, while John carried the weight of guilt that was never his to bear. But the final straw came one night during an argument. John calmly explained how her words hurt him. Instead of listening, Maya laughed. Not a playful laugh, but a sharp, cutting one. "You're too sensitive," she said, dismissing his pain like it was nothing. That laugh echoed in his head for days. That was the moment he realized. This wasn't love. This was control. This was manipulation. John looked in the mirror and barely recognized the man staring back. His confidence was gone. His smile felt forced. He was living in survival mode, just trying to keep the peace. That wasn't the man he wanted to be. That wasn't the life he wanted to live. So, he made the hardest decision of his life. He left. Not because he stopped loving her, but because he finally started loving himself again. And here's the truth. If your woman gaslights you, disrespects your boundaries, always plays the victim, and chips away at your peace, she's not your partner. She's your poison. Don't let love blind you to manipulation. Don't trade your self-worth for temporary affection. If your woman does this, leave her. Your future self will thank you.